Thanks for returning to the blog. So today I thought that I would give my top 5 things that I would suggest for a newly engaged girl to do. Because it's been a little while since we've been engaged, and I think that there was a couple things that were kind of imperative at the beginning that made everything else a little less stressful. I will go ahead and start with number 1 because it's very simple. And it's number 1 for a reason, because it's the first thing that everyone's going to want to do is to see the ring. And so when you go, oh, yay, and you have like nasty nails, it's embarrassing. Take it from me, because I had chipped nails and they were like disgusting, and I kept kind of giving them knuckles to see the ring. So I would suggest, I know that not many of us are constant nail polishers, but I have now become one because you constantly do this. Constantly. And, well, now we're red. But one of my favorites, because I'm not very much so a French manicure type of a lady, so my favorite, I'll show you a picture of it now, is black matte with black tip, which is really easy to do yourself. You just get the, I think it's called Essie or something like that. I'll find out. But, and you just mat it out, and then you put a clear coat on the tip. What that does is it gives you like a nice, pretty manicured nail, still not some French tip 1990s nail. But then you look good, and you can easily and willfully show people your ring without being embarrassed, like I was several times. So that's number 1. Number 2, which honestly this is the best thing that I did, is start an email address. Mine, I added our names together and put wedding and started an email address. I would suggest doing that right away, because you'll start signing up for things. You'll start going to, bridal shows. And if you give your personal email, and this is, I've gotten advice from other people, if you give your personal email, years after your wedding, you're going to be getting emails and emails and emails. Oh, flower arrangement, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, I've been married for like 7 years. I don't need that shit anymore. But you'll still be getting it because that email address is your personal one. So my suggestion would be start an email address just for the wedding. So anything you do for the wedding goes from there. Gmail is really good because the way that they keep track of all the emails, they'll flag things important for you if they say, wedding in them or whatever. So it's kind of important that, well, in my opinion anyways, that you start an email address. Just that way you have a funnel of everything going into the same place. And if you want to keep something secret, maybe don't give your fiance the password, because maybe there's pictures that someone's going to send of a wedding dress or something. So that's my number 2, is to start that email address.